Ray Educational Building. Ms. Vickers, could you please call the roll?
Mr. Jason Miller,
Present.
Mr. Eric Irvin,
Present.
Mr. Danny Parkerson,
Present.
Mrs. Jamie Cripps,
Present.
Mr. Jim Bashirs,
Present.
Mr. Alan Hayes,
Present.
Chairman Sean Tubbs.
Present. The first item on the agenda are the consent items, and they are as follows. Item A, adoption of the agenda. Item B, approval of the minutes, October 13th, 2022, regular monthly meeting. And item C is to consider and act on surplus property. Do you need to elaborate on anything? No?
No.
Okay. If not, I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion.
Motion made by Ms. Cripps. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Parkinson. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? That motion carries. Item number 2 is to consider and act on school board policies on second reading, 4.210, 4.603.
Make a motion we approve.
Motion made by Mr. Parkinson. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Mr. Hayes. All those in favor say aye. Anyone opposed? That motion carries. Item number 3 is to consider and act on setting a date for the DCHS graduation for May the 12th, 2023. Now I have a motion.
Make a motion we approve.
That motion is made by Mr. Hayes. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Irvin. All those in favor say aye. Anyone opposed? And that motion carries. Item number 4 is to consider and act on student disciplinary hearing.
Make a motion following the review of the recording at the meeting. I move that we affirm the decision of DHS board and deny the request for a hearing.
And I have a second.
Second.
Second by Mr. Irving. And can we do a roll call vote?
Mr. Jim Bashirs,
No, and can I explain myself? I agree 100% with what administration gave that child. I think I think the child got out fairly easy, honestly. But as far as denying the hearing, I think every parent, anybody should, the board's here to hear everything from every parent, big or small, it doesn't matter. But I say no to denying the hearing. I think the hearing would be good. That's just me.
Mr. Alan Hayes,
Yes.
Mr. Danny Parkerson,
Yes.
Mr. Jason Miller,
No. I just reiterate what Mr. Bashir said. I think as a board, as the voice of the people, I think it's very important that we give them the opportunity to come and address anything before the board. I think we should be open in doing that. So I vote no. I'd like to grant a request for the hearing.
Mrs. Jamie Cripps,
No.
Mr. Eric Irvin,
Yes.
Chairman Sean Tubbs.
Yes. So that motion carries, that we affirm the decision of the DHS and deny the request for the hearing. And let's see here. Item number 5 is the personnel report.
Okay, the personnel report, we've got Miss Erica Garrett, leave of absence. Then we have a couple of transfers. Miss Donna Hale from the West School to the central office as bookkeeper. Emily Davis from the cafeteria to secretary at DeKalb West, and Brandy Womack from secretary to bookkeeper at the West School.
Okay, is there any other business that may properly come before the board?
Tomorrow is Veterans Day, and we would like to recognize and thank our veterans for their service. Those that are serving now, we'd like to also recognize those gentlemen and women. And also, many have probably gotten the call already, but schools will be closed tomorrow and Monday due to sickness. We've been tracking it for the last few days, and our numbers continue to rise, and hopefully this will sort of, if we're separated for a few days, it'll knock it out and we'll be able to return to normal on Tuesday. So schools will be closed Friday and Monday.
Do I have a motion that we adjourn?
I make a motion, we adjourn.
Motion made by Mr. Bashir. Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Second by Mr. Miller.